number of crews from surrounding counties, Baltimore County, Anne Arundel, Harford. They have all sent crews to the scene
to me, it's kind of personal. I mean, it's just the way it is. Because I've been on the bridge many times, like at least six, 7 different times in the years that I've been living out here. But I was out there pretty recently, like this past Sunday. I wasn't on the bridge Sunday. I had to go back and look at Google Maps, and I wasn't on that bridge. I was on Baltimore Harbor Tunnel. It's supposed to take 895, but I missed it, and I had to go to 97 and then catch 100 back to 95. So, yeah, I wasn't on that bridge in particular this past Sunday, but I was there a few years ago. Like, what, 3 years ago, I want to say, when my friend's Escalade, it had issues. I forgot what it was exactly, but it had issues, and I used this van right here, the 2-axle U-Haul trailer. I got it from the U-Haul, right, like about a mile down the street here, and I brought it up there, and we loaded it up, and we drove over the bridge. But we didn't get pulled over. But by the time we got over the bridge, then the bridge authority cop stopped us and gave me 3 different tickets. Because I was doing like under speed and unsafe equipment and everything. I mean, anything over 40 miles an hour, and the trailer wanted to go like this. So I was keeping about 35, with the hazard lights on. But no, I didn't have insurance on the van, I don't think, and I didn't have the proper plates either. But at the time, the DMVs were closed and everything. So, but the charges were dismissed because a police officer didn't show up in court. But yeah, now the van's good. So now I can drive anywhere I need to, and I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, like, my friend Orlando would go to the Home Depot warehouse right there. It's literally right there. Like, if you're on the bridge, you could see the warehouse. Okay, and then there's Royal Farms right there too. And we stopped at the Royal Farms to eat and to get drinks and use the bathroom and stuff. But yeah, that I just just for those reasons, that kind of hits me kind of personal. You know what I mean? And it's just really sad, And then in the video of the bridge collapse, you could see the construction vehicles right on the middle span, and they all go down. There was people up on that bridge, and they fell in that water. And I want to know what the outcome is. I really hope that those guys working up on the bridge, that their families know that they were out there, and that the family is making the appropriate calls to find out what is going on with their loved ones who were up on that bridge. That's all I can say. That's all I can feel. I don't know. I just got to talk about this.
A ship crashes into the key bridge. We have Jonathan Hunter on the scene right now as we speak.
That's the building right there. I was going in that direction and then over the bridge with the van and the trailer and the Escalade on the trailer. So yeah, exactly right there. And also James Condon, he has a YouTube channel about fixing generators and small engines. He was on that bridge with his RV, and his jack came down, and if you were to drive that bridge, you would see the mark in the concrete. So yeah, it was. It looks like it's daylight, but it really was 1:30 this morning. It's already 5:30 now. So.
Coverage of this. Kara Burnett and Jonathan Hunter are live on both sides of the bridge. We start with Jonathan, who is at the staging area of the MTA Authority headquarters. Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's the. I forgot the name of that building there.
Good morning, Megan and Randall. And when you look at the video, it's something that you, chances are, probably have never seen before. A ship colliding with the Francis Scott Key Bridge, causing the bridge to collapse. And where we are standing, we are less than half a mile away from the bridge. And actually, I'm with photographer Eric Ferris. He's going to zoom in, and what you can see is what is left of the bridge. But it is clear that the bridge completely collapsed. And we do know rescue efforts are underway. Baltimore City Police tell us that around 1:35 this morning, they heard reports of workers who may have gone into the water, and that was the latest information they could give us. So we're still working to find out if there were any injuries or how many people went into the water. This is still very much a developing story, still very fluid. And we also know that multiple agencies have responded to this. I mean, there are police officers here. We know that first responders from Hartford County, Baltimore City, Baltimore County, and Anne Arundel County have responded to this as well. So you definitely want to stay with us for the latest information. And I'm actually going to send this over to my colleague, Kara Burnett, who was standing not far from me with the latest information as well.
Vehicles,
Thanks, she's at the real.
helicopters, just all on the scene. Just really thinking about the scale of this. As we know, this happened about just before 1:30 this morning, where a ship crashed into the bridge.
Oh, he's right there.
You see that complete collapse, and we've seen the footage. So I'm really just going to step to the side so you could just see some of what is happening on the scene, and just the emergency response vehicles and the response vehicles in the area. Now, footage shows the collapse of the 1.6 mile long 4-lane bridge.
They could easily they could get their truck out there, right? You know, the van, and they get the mast up. The mast has a camera on it, and they could zoom in a lot better and see better. I should tell them that.
Said that he is en route to the scene along with many city leaders and state officials just to hear about what is going on. We don't know how many people may have been hurt, but we do have reports that have been confirmed that people were on the bridge, whether that's workers. So really just waiting for more information at this time. Reporting live, Kara Burnett, WMAR 2 News.
Breslin.
Well, good morning again, Megan. Good morning,
Okay,
everyone.
so
as we've been telling you,
right there's the Home Depot warehouse. The Royal Farms is right about there, and then there's also where the train comes in. There's railroad tracks, and there's brand new cars that get staged up in the parking lot on the other side of the Home Depot in this area right here. So this is a major shipping area for this area for the whole Mid-Atlantic region right here. So yeah, so here's my theory. That was planned. That was planned. There's no way on a clear morning where there's lights on a bridge, because you know the bridge pillars they have marine marker lights. Okay, I don't know much about marine stuff, but I know they have marker lights. They're green and red. I think if you're on one side, you're supposed to see green. If you're on the other, you're supposed to see red. Okay. Not the side of the bridge, on the other side of the actual support. Okay, they're basically the same lights that you would use on the bow of the ship. Okay, you know, you depending on what side of the bow, the port or the stern side, you would see that color light. It's the same thing on the bridge. Okay, I've seen them all the time on different bridges. I think this was planned. I don't care what anyone tells me. I think it was planned because that's going to disrupt that area or major shipping for this entire region. And like I said, there is warehouses out in that area. That's a major port right there. That's going to disrupt so much coming into the area. They're going to have to divert and possibly go to New Jersey, one of the ports up there. Gonna have to go to New York. Gonna have to go down to North Carolina. Gonna have to go into one of those ports and truck supplies into our region, in the DC region. We don't have a port in the actual DC area itself. The nearest port is Baltimore. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna disrupt a lot of the logistical stuff in this area. There's just no way. And this ship was from Singapore. I mean, honestly, I don't trust people from those countries. I'm not going to say the words of what I feel about them, but I don't like them, okay? I'm going to put it that way. I don't like them, period. It's just the way I feel. I've always been that way since I was a kid. Just accept it and move on. I see shit from them all the time, okay? Especially out on the highway. Too much bullshit, okay? But yeah, I gotta get out of here pretty soon. Anyways, it's already. I need to go do my thing at Starbucks and try to get some money. I'm falling short right now. So, I've been having to do stuff for the van, buying gas and everything. Falling short. So, but yeah, it just bothers me that this happened, and I was literally in that area Sunday afternoon. It's just too close of a call. You know what I mean? Way too close. So, yeah.
Thank you. In other news that we are following this morning, the mayor of
I'll
Baltimore giving his State of the
try
City
to
address that also doubled as a campaign primary. Mayor Brand delivering the speech last night at Baltimore Center Stage. Some of his talking points included the return of weekly recycling pickup, cracking down on squeegee workers, and addressing violent crime.
They definitely need to crack down on squeegee.
Which hit below 300 last year for the
definitely need to crack down on the squeegee kids,
his administration started
because they are so annoying. I've only
a plan that supports our community violence intervention ecosystem. We established a nationally recognized 911 diversion program that resolved over 600 incidents with community-based responders rather than police, and expanded our victim services work.
Scott's challengers include former Mayor Sheila Dixon, along with Bob Wallace, Wendy Buzzell, and Tharu Vignaraja. The primary election is May 14th.
Well, this is the Mayor Scott's last state of the city in his current term. Right now, he is up against former Mayor Sheila Dixon.
I didn't know he was mayor. When did he become mayor? The guy that was just talking. What the? I didn't know that. Wow, I'm so fucking far out of. I don't watch the news anymore, guys. I really don't, to be honest. But yeah, as you can see, I'm receiving WBAL, I think it is.
If you are voting with the mail-in ballot, you'll get your ballot
is it
either
WBAL?
or through email within the first
No, it's WMAR. Receiving WMAR.
You have until May 10th to request an online ballot. Make sure that your ballot is postmarked
Right here in the shopping center parking lot. That's pretty cool, right?
Again, the primary day.
And we've got you covered on everything you need to know this election season. Just head to the America Votes section of WMAR2 News.
But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I gotta get going though. So.
On top of that breaking news of the collapse on the Key Bridge after a ship hit it overnight.
Time right now it's 5:36.